Bronny James and LeBron James got on the court at the same time, and they passed it to one another. And it is pretty wild to see.
Well, it's wild.
If I'm not mistaken, the Griffies were in attendance last night. Senior and junior were there as well. Yeah. To see the first ever moment. There it is. Look at that picture, man.
Come on, man.
The Jameses and the Griffies.
That's so dope.
That the first ever moment in the NBA of a father and son on the court at the same time. And they're teammates. And, you know, I understand that we're in this day and age of what's manufactured and what's not, and how if it's not genuine to us, it's not genuine to the people that are going through it or doing it or conducting it or what have you. You know, I know. Like, for instance, remember that Peyton Manning 50th touchdown celebration where they rehearsed it?
Super corny.
Right,
yeah.
it's corny, whatever.
Yeah.
But those guys were having fun doing it for Peyton Manning's moment. So in the moment for them, you know, and everyone's like, well, because Peyton orchestrates everything. Nothing's ever genuine with him. That was the pushback at the time. But he was actually having fun with his big moment. That's the way I kind of view this. That, yes, Bronny James is not a, you know, core member of these Lakers. It's not as if he is, if we're using the Griffey analogy. This one was something. Back in the day, with all due respect to Senior, I mean, Junior was the guy, right?
Yeah. Well, he was the first overall pick in the draft.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, highly touted, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah.
But outside of that, it is just pretty cool, man, to see a father and a son out there. Yeah. And afterwards, LeBron talked about his day and what it was like. And it did wind up with the Lakers beating the Timberwolves and looking pretty good doing it.
That was the first time a win for the Lakers in LeBron's opening game. So, yeah, kind of a big moment.
Go ahead and hit it.
The game within the game, obviously that moment, us being at the scorer's table together and checking in together, something I will never forget, no matter how old I get, no matter how my memory may fade as I get older or whatever, I will never forget that moment. And then also, you know, my daughter, his little sister, her turning 10, it's like all the, you know, everything was just great today for me. Everything was great. From the moment I woke up, I saw my daughter before she went to school, you know, and went to work, saw my son at work, get to the game, and just everything, man. Our whole family. It's a great moment for Laker Nation, the way we played tonight. Hopefully we continue to play that type of brand basketball all throughout the year, and then for our families, it was a big moment.
I got to be honest with you, man. If I'm ever in a situation where I can make sure that my kid who might want to do something with me, that I get to do it, and if my daughter is there watching, and it's her birthday, and I can make it just as special for her too as a girl dad, like that's the good stuff. That's the greatest stuff of all time, right there. And again, I know it's just like, well, I mean, it wasn't like LeBron was, and he came in, and Bronny came in, and, you know, made the game-winning shot, and he's going to be the future once LeBron goes. I get it, but and that they set it up where they checked in together, and Nike had that commercial that LeBron tweeted out earlier in the day of him
putting
cereal in the car, and I'm sure the cereal company that he poured into the car, I'm sure, gave a nice chunk of change and all of that stuff. And I know that makes us all feel, certainly when it's a superstar player like LeBron, who's got 2 decades of everyone wondering like what he's in charge of and what he's conducted and all of that stuff. And folks just can't see the forest from the trees here. I'll just say that it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you feel about it, right?
Absolutely. You know, I remember in 2002 getting that Sports Illustrated with a 16-year-old high school junior on the cover, LeBron James. And to see this kid become a man who probably is more scrutiny thrust upon him than any other athlete that we've had. And he's pretty much been able to ride the wave on top of all of the BS that has, you know, taken so many others down. Like, it's great to see his evolution as a player and a man. And how could you not be a little kind of touched by this? People are going to be like, son didn't deserve it, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's life, man. Sometimes things happen like this. But to me, sports-wise, what a kind of a cool thing,
Yeah,
man. And I don't like the Lakers, but I sat there with a smile on my face.
That's cool.
And I wanted to remember where I was sitting there and watching that, because who knows if we'll ever get to see that again.
Yep.
You know?
And the Lakers look pretty good too. Right?
Well, I mean,
JJ Redick?
You know, that
They looked
bothers me
okay. They
anytime
only made
win.
5 3-pointers. That's not sustainable.
Nice.
So, but they did get a win on opening night, which they'd never done with LeBron as
I
a
thought their
Lakers.
transition game looked really stout, man.
More importantly, Anthony Davis looked incredible.
My first overall pick in our fantasy hoops league, Anthony Davis, just made
Anthony
me look
Davis looked awesome. He
very
had
good for
36
picking
and
him.
16 or something. He
Well,
was
that
awesome
block
last night.
on Rudy Gobert
Oh,
too,
my
as
God.
Gobert was about to flush it. Yeah,
That's if you're a Laker fan, like, whoa, that's the most important.
That is exactly.
He looked like a dog.
It's got to stay healthy,
And
man.
Dalton Neck looked like he got something there.
What side connect?
Yeah.
Looks like, Reeves looked good.
Yeah.
Rui played good. So if you're a Laker fan, there's things to be encouraged on the basketball court.
No doubt about
doubt,
it.
yeah.
No doubt about it. And 22 years from now, when Dalton Connect plays with his son, it's going to be great.
That would be amazing. Play
See
back
how
this
I'm
clip.
connecting the dots?
Connecting the
Listen,
dots.
guys, just everybody
Connect
back
four.
off. Everybody back off.
West Side
I'm
Connect.
I'm in a zone right now. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.